Let's start new topic, which is section formula. You must be thinking, what is it? This is very important topic from examination viewpoint, and many times this kind of questions are being asked in a 1 mark as well, in 3 marks as well. So prepared for this very important and easy topic. You need to be careful. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's relate with the previous topic. So let's say I have 4 parts. Simple, I have 4 parts. I am giving 2 to my friend and I am keeping 2 parts with me. So you can see the ratio 2 by 2, 1 by 1. So I am dividing into half. In previous session we talked that we are dividing that part into half. But in this session, how we are dividing? We are dividing into ratio that I am going to give you 1 part and I am going to keep 3 part, right? So previously it was 2 and 2. So equal part dividing into half. But in this case, we are dividing like differently. Say I'm giving you 1 part to you and I'm keeping 3 part with me. So you can see the ratio is changed. 3 by 1. 3 by 1. So this case we are going to talk in this session. When we are not dividing into 2 equal parts, but we are dividing into ratio. Understand? This is the basic idea of this section formula. Okay, let's start. So let's say I have 2 points, A x1, y1, B x2, y2. And there is a point P which is dividing in the ratio m1 by m2. You must be thinking what is m1 and m2. So remember I told you that 3 parts with me, 1 part with you. So this is the 3 part and this is 1. So you can say 3 by 1. This is that value of m1 and m2. Very simple it is. Okay, 2 points are there and there is one ratio is there, and let's say you want to find कि वो point कहाँ है, हमें वो find करना है. We want to find it. Where is that point P, X, Y? We have value of A, we have value of B. We know 2 points. We want to divide into ratio 3 by 1. So how shall we do it? So there is a section formula for it. It is little bit lengthy, but easy to remember as well. It will strike like very bigger formula it is, but don't worry, it's a smaller one. See, I told you so many times that whatever you do for one coordinate, you need to do for the second one. So you understand for the first one properly and you repeat with the change alphabet. Instead of X, you write Y. So your formula will be done. Let's take ratio PA by PB. This is PA and this is PB. So you are going to get M1 by M2, like 3 by 1. Simple. So that ratio it is. Now here you can take the value of M1 directly 3 and value of M2 directly 1 as well. Let's discuss what is the formula and how to find that specific point that is dividing the line joining AB into ratio M1 by M2. So formula is M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divide by M1 plus M2. Okay, very complicated. Remember like that. If you are taking 1 in M, take 2 in the variable, take 2 in the coordinate. Then if you are taking 2 in the M, you take the opposite of it, which is 1 in the coordinate. Simple. If you are taking 1, then take 2. If you are taking 2, then 1. You need to take alternate. 1, 2, 2, 1. Done. And in denominator, addition of both ratio. Same you need to do with dy. If you are taking M1, take y2. Plus, if you are taking M2, then take what? y1. And in denominator, M1 plus M2. It is very simple. If you write it 2-3 more times and if you do the sums, you will be able to write many times and you will understand that what is the formula and remember it as well. Now, let's simplify it. I don't want to write 2 by 3, but I want to write in a more simpler way. So let's say if I want to write 2 by 3 as a some variable, let's say k, number k, m1 by m2 is equal to k. Both ratio is covered into 1. And if I want to write ratio in that manner, the ratio will be k by 1. Initially, the ratio was m1 by m2. But now it has become k by 1. So you are dividing both of the side with m2 basically. So m2 here and m2 over here. So here it will get cancelled. So 1 and m1 by m2 is equal to k by 1. So this is the simplified formula for the above one. Let's say, so here you don't write 2 and 3 separately, but you write 2 and 3 in the fraction form. Remember, so the formula for that is k x2 plus x1, nothing with x1, divide by k plus 1, k y2 plus y1, divide by k plus 1. If you are very fluent with the fractions, you can go with this second formula. You are going to get the correct answer as far as your calculations are correct. Remember, no one's going to cut your marks. And if you are comfortable with this formula, go ahead with this one. All fine. Let's solve a problem based on this first of all. So here's the question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line joining the points 4, -3 and 9, 7 internally in the ratio 3/2. Okay, so 2 points are given and ratio is also given, which is that 3/2, and we need to find this point. Now it is given internally. What does that mean? Internally means what? This line divided by this line. If it is externally, मतलब बाहर से, तो कैसा होता है उसमें? You take the bigger line and you take a slice of it. Bigger part divide by smaller part, like that. One part of it divide by whole part, not the smaller one. One part of it divide by the whole part of it. Okay, let's start the sum. So first of all, I need to have A and B, then M1 and M2. Let's start. So A, my A, you can name any of it, which is okay, 4 -3, and my B is what? 9, 7. Done. Let's talk about the ratio. M1 by M2 is equal to 3/2 given, right? Let's write the formula and apply the values. So formula is, let's say, P x comma y. So first of all, write the formula, which is, if you take M1, what you need to take? Alternately 2, plus if you take M2 alternately, what you need to take? x1 divide by M1 plus M2, comma, let's write the y coordinate. If you take M1, you need to take y2, plus if you take M2, you need to take y1, and denominator M1 plus M2. Simple. Done. Now let's substitute the values. This I will be saying as x1 and y1. This I will be saying as x2 comma y2. Okay, so let's do it. Substitute the values. M1, which is 3. Then directly I am substituting value of 2. Value of M2, say 2. And denominator 3 plus 2. First of all, I am substituting this value because it will be easy. See, 3 over here, then leave some space, then what's that? 2. Denominator 3 plus 2. Okay, now what is my x2? x2 is 9, so here. What is my x1? Which is 4, here. Okay, what is my y2? 7. And what is my y1? -3. See, there are so many values you are substituting in this formula, and as one wrong value will give you incorrect answer. You will not be able to realize that answer is correct or wrong because you won't be having answer sheets with you in exam. Be careful while you substitute the values into the formula. So now let's simplify it. So simplification here. So here 3 9s are what? 27. So 27 here, plus then 2 4s are 8, and denominator 3 plus 2 5. Done. 3 7s are 21, then plus, okay, here 2 3s are, and negative sign -6 will come, then denominator 5 as well. Done. Let's simplify. 27 plus 8 will give you what? 35 over 5. Here 21 plus -6, opposite sign, I need to subtract. I'm going to get what? Yes, 15/5. Sorry. So 5 1s are and 7s are, 5 1s are and 3s are. So what is that point that I was finding? That is 7, 3. My final answer is 7, 3. So 7, 3 is the point will divide line joining A and B into the ratio 3/2. So this is forward question where value of A, B and M1, M2 is given. very forward question and we are finding the value of P. In this case also we are going to have reverse question. Like let's say you have value of P, value of AB, and you want to find the value of ratio, right? You can use K formula for that as well. We'll use the K formula as well in the next session or next sum. No worries. Let's wind up this session. So section formula. Okay, remember there are 2 points. It is dividing, that point is dividing into two different ratios, 3/2, 2/5, depends on the question. Then you want to find the coordinates of that point, that is being found by this formula. Remember K, if you want to use that one. If I want to do K formula here, I need to write here 3/2 every time and I will be getting the fractions. So that's why I avoided. If you are comfortable with the fraction, go ahead with that formula. But simplifications, you need to be careful, otherwise you are going to get the incorrect answer. So let's move for the second sum. Let's discuss one more question. In previous session, we learned section formula. We did one forward question, that points were given, ratio was given, and we were finding the points. Let's do one question where we need to do reverse of it. Let's read the question first. Find the ratio. We need to find the ratio. Ratio dunna hai. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points -3 and 10, 6 and -8 is divided by -1, 6. So 2 points are also given. The ratio point is also given. Okay, so we need to find the ratio. This is the reverse question where we need to find value of m1 by m2. So first of all, let's write all the things that we know so far. Okay, so let's draw the line, that will be more better. So let's say here A, here B, and let's say somewhere over here P. I'm taking randomly, it can be different. And this ratio as m1 and this ratio m2. Done. So let's start. First point I'm saying -3/10. Okay, -3, 10. Second point I'm saying 6, -8. Okay, 6, -8. And the point which is dividing is -1 and 6. Done. What is missing? m1 by m2. For our understanding, let's label it. So here x1, y1 and x2, y2. Done. Now which formula are we going to use? Yes, section formula. We are going to use section formula. So first of all, let's write the section formula. I hope you remember how to write the section formula. Yes? Okay. So let's write here P, and I'm going to write direct answer, which is -1 and 6. The reason behind that, because that point is already given. Okay, so let's write the formula, which is m1. If I take m1, I need to take x2, plus if I take m2, I need to take x1, and denominator m1 plus m2. Let's do same for the y coordinate. So here I am going to take m1, then y2 plus m2, then y1, and denominator m1 plus m2. Simple. You remember the formula, you have to remember it. Let's write the coordinate as it is. So -1, 6, and let's substitute the values. m1 we don't know, so keep it as it is. m1 here. What's the value of x2? See, 6 over here plus m2. What's the value of x1? -3. Now denominator m1 plus m2. Let's write the y coordinate now, which is m1 as it is. What is my y2? Here -8 plus m2. What is my y1 here? 10. Done. And denominator will be as it is. We do not have value of m1 and m2. So here also we are going to compare x coordinate with the x coordinate, y with the y. So let's start with the comparing the x coordinate first. So -1 here. And what is the x coordinate that side? That is 6m1 plus -3m2. Okay, -3m2. Then denominator will be as it is m1 plus m2. Now these two terms I am going to multiply with -1. As it is a -1, all signs will be what? Changed. This m1 is positive. If it will go there, it will be minus m1. Then this will be minus m2 is equal to 6m1 minus 3m2. Write properly. The value is very important. Let me shift all m1 on one side and m2 on the another side. So minus m1, this 6m that is positive will become negative 6m1, and on the right side it will be what? Right side minus 3m2 as it is. Okay, as it is. Then what? Minus m2 I am shifting, that will become plus m2. Done. So if I solve it now, it will be minus 7m1 is equal to here minus 2m2. Remember, what do we want? We want the ratio. So I'm going to take m2 in denominator. Okay, minus 7m1 upon m2 is equal to minus 2. And this minus 7 will go where? Into the denominator of minus 2. So m1 by m2 is equal to minus 2 by minus 7. That will be positive. So my ratio is m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7. That's my answer. Correct? Done. Very simple. Now we got the ratio. We compared the x coordinate. Now remember, we have only compared the half answer. We need to put the value of m1 and m2 here, and we need to check, are we getting the value as 6? If we are not getting it, our answer is incorrect. And if we are getting the answer as 6, then our answer is correct. So let's do that one. So first of all, I'm writing the coordinate, which is y coordinate. So let's start with the y coordinate, that is m1 into minus 8, then plus m2 and 10. Denominator m1 plus m2. So this is a kind of a verification. You need to do it. So m1 value, what I will be taking? 2. So 2 into minus 8 plus m2 value, what I will be taking? 7 and 10 here, and addition, that's 2 plus 7. So here minus 16 and here plus 70 and denominator 9. So what I'm going to get? If I subtract 70 minus 10, what? 60. 60 minus 6. 60 minus 6, what will you get? 54 and denominator 9. Let's do cancellation. What will you get? 6. 6. And see what is my y coordinate over here? 6. So my ratio is correct. My ratio m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7 is correct. So this is how we solve this sum related finding the ratio when all 3 points are given. Let's do the next sum. Let's do the same sum with the formula of k. We are going to find the ratio with the another formula. Let's start. So you know that ratio is m1 by m2 is equal to k, and it will become k by 1. This will be my ratio for this formula, right? And what is the value of k? m1 by m2. We'll get the direct answer quickly. So what we need to do first, we need to write the formula. So let's start with the formula. I'm writing here p comma minus 1 6. You know why I'm writing directly? Because answer is given. No need to worry. Then let's apply the formula. Kx2 plus x1 over k plus 1 and ky2 plus y1 over k plus 1. Simple. Done. We need to find the value of k. So let's start. Here minus 1 6 will remain as it is. Yes, no worries. K will also remain as it is. Why? Because we don't know. We need to find it. So x2, what's my x2? 6. Then what's my x1? Minus 3. Then here k plus 1. Let's substitute same for the y. Here what's my value? K as it is. Then y2 will be minus 8 plus y1 is 10 over k plus 1. So shall we simplify further? Let it be as it is, no worries. Okay, so I'm going to find the value of k. I'm going to compare x coordinate with the x first. Let's find it. So minus 1 is equal to, how can I write? 6k. Then minus 3 it is. So I will be writing direct minus 3 over here. And denominator k plus 1. Simple. These two terms I will be multiplying with minus 1. It will become negative. K will be minus k. 1 will be minus 1 is equal to 6k minus 3. Let's shift k over here and 1 over here. So let's do it. Minus k, and this 6k if we shift, it will become what? Minus 6k minus 3 as it is. If I shift minus 1, that will become plus 1. So minus 7k is equal to minus 2. See, we are getting similar answer. K is equal to minus 2 by minus 7. Minus minus plus. K is equal to 2 by 7. This is a simpler method to do it, right? So my answer for k is 2 by 7. Now if you want to verify what the value of coordinate of y, go ahead, you can do that. Otherwise, if you don't want to verify, also find the value of k in the same manner. That will also work out. So let's write the final ratio. How to write the final ratio? Because we need to get m1 by n2, not k by 1. Remember, so if I want to write, I will be writing as 2 by 7 and here 1. So I will be multiplying. I need to remove the fraction. To remove the fraction, we multiply with the LCM. Here it is 7. So multiply 7 into 2 by 7 ratio. 7 multiply by 1. 7 7 cancel. So 2 by 7. So that point P is dividing line segment AB in the ratio 2 by 7. Remember, here we were already having 3 points. We were missing the ratio. In what ratio it is dividing? So this is the different reverse sum, right? Let's do the next sum.